Alright, man, so hopping right into the news. We're not even going to do an intro, not even going to do anything. We have a bunch of NBA 2K20 news today, and if y'all do not know, it's Community Day today, so that means all the YouTubers, influencers, streamers, all of them go and play the game early today. So we have a whole lot of news, and all the news I have right now is 100% legit from everybody that's at Community Day. So I'm not lying about any of the stuff. This is not clickbait, and let's go ahead and get into this video. Alright, so first of all, we have Quick Draw speeds up the release of all jump shots, including post fades. All heights can get this badge. Now, the news is not in any order. This is just the way I screenshotted it. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. All heights can get it, but yeah, that should be interesting to see how that works. Next up, we have you can choose your own takeover. Apparently, you can be a shot creator with sharpshooter takeover. Now, a lot of people are confused about this. Like, I'm gonna make a lock with sharpshooter takeover. That's not how this works. You have to, like, say your top two attributes are like sharpshooter and shot creating. You can choose which one you want to be your primary right off rip. So that's how that's going to work. You're not going to be able to be a rim protector with sharpshooting takeover. This tweet right here from Juice Man just confirms what I just said. He said, nah, your attributes have to fit for a certain takeover to be an option, but you can select which one you want primary ASAP. So like I was saying, you cannot be a rim protector with sharpshooting takeover. So this tweet from Annoying, aka Mario, my player builder is the most exciting thing about the game in my opinion, waiting from any other 2K. I'm actually impressed. Green light to 2K for this. So that makes it sound like the my player builder is actually going to be a big W this year. As I'm recording this video, I'm still adding news because it keeps flying out on Twitter. But this tweet right here from Sub the Gamer says you literally get to test your my player before you go live with him on my career, hashtag NBA 2K20. So that means in the demo, you're going to get to test any build before you actually use it, which is a great idea. So Annoying tweeted out and said all extreme info Wednesday, and if y'all don't know, Wednesday is when the NBA 2K20 demo actually releases. This tweet from Red City says spam dribbling is gone in NBA 2K20. So this right here is a screenshot of the VC screen, and it looks like they're upgrading levels, so I'm not exactly sure what that's going to mean, whether that's badges or overall or whatever that is. We'll have to wait until Wednesday to find that out. So right here, iPod King Carter says pure point forwards are gone, and actually underneath this tweet, LD2K commented and said say what? So I do not think they're actually gone. I just don't think he's found the way to make them. So all you point forwards out there, don't worry, I think they will still be in NBA 2K20. We got another tweet from Red City, and he says dribbling is hard AF. Now a couple other people have said that. Hank the Tank have said this, so I don't know if this is really true. That's huge if it is, because I mean, honestly, they've said that every year, so I doubt it'll be as hard as we say it is a week into the game, but we'll just have to wait and see. We got a tweet from Sub the Gamer. He says this year when trying to spam the steal button instead of you always getting the foul call, it felt like the ball handler gets an advantage, which is great for ISOing the ISO community, and that's great news because lockdowns could just spam and get away with anything this year. So that is really good news. Here's the tweet from Hank the Tank that I was talking about. He also said dribbling is much harder in NBA 2K20. So it must be true. I don't know. This man says that for my career people, yeah, my career is a big W as far as cutscenes and whatever that means. He says from what he's seen, it's on par with 2K11 my career, which if y'all don't know, had one of the best my careers to ever be in 2K. Sub the Gamer says posterizers in this game are incredible. OMG. So this tweet right here pretty much just says you can upgrade and downgrade badges. If you put a badge on you don't like, you can get rid of it. So that is great because you can equip badges this year. So say you don't like a badge that you equipped, instead of having to make a whole new player, you can just get rid of the badge and replace it. So Stacks tweeted out and said, bro, you can legit create your own attribute caps. This game is about to be crazy. Now you could also create your own attribute caps in 2K16. So I am getting 2K16 vibes from this, but we'll see how it goes, man. So right here, Juice Man says, yeah, you can do park dribbling animations a lot easier. There's a button for it. I just did some hot sauce move with LeBron on blacktop, LOL. So seems like those park animations you can do, there's just going to be a signed button for it, which is pretty cool, I think. So Los Polos says, based on how many badges and new badges there are, everything you can customize, there's probably hundreds of different builds that are possible. And it's going to be exciting to see what kind of builds people can make with these. And creativity is going to go out the roof in this 2K. I can already feel it coming. So iPod King Carter says play sharps are called offensive threats now, and so that means there must be new names for archetypes in NBA 2K20. So this dude actually works for 2K. He said if you're a big slow center, you may not want to always crash a glass or you will burn your turbo trying to get back on defense. Don't mess around against athletic bigs as their run cycles are usually faster than you can sprint. So that means bigs are really taking a hit to speed this year. They are really focusing on that, and guards are actually going to be effective this year. So Juice tweeted out and said the hesitations are so good, hashtag NBA2K20. So that's exciting. I'm happy about that. So I talked about this earlier, and Sub the Gamer says, wow, speed is huge for hashtag NBA2K20 players who can switch from slow to fast. So epic. So that means guards will have a use in 2K20. So from the looks of it, locks are going to be OP because you can now see the shot rate from the spots that the ball handler is standing, and they don't even have to have the ball, so you know whether to leave them open or not. That is, I don't know if that's really necessary. I hope they take that out of the game and monitor that, but we'll see how it works. So Mario says, choose extremely wisely on your badges, trust me. So keep this in mind when you're making your 2K20 build. But I think this was tweeted before they said that you can change your badges, so you might just be able to try out badges, we'll see. But yeah. So this piece of information right here from Cole the Man is huge because he says you have to use both analog sticks to pull off crazy dribble combos this year. That is good and bad. I'm not sure. I have to wait till I get my hands on the game, but that is going to be interesting to see. So Juice Man says ISO gods are really going to be godly in NBA 2K20. Somebody teach me how to dribble, LOL. So that is good news right there. So this right here is great news for the 2K community because it says, so we are testing the NBA 2K20 My Player Builder today. I can't say much except if you want to test what a 99 overall build will feel like, you can for free without any VC, so that is crazy. This tweet from Cole the Man says dribbling is completely different. 2K20 can't wait to see what dribblers can do in this game. All this dribbling news is making me very excited. Cole also said that the whoop-de-whoop dribble move is back in 2K, confirmed, and that's a little in and out Kyrie move that you see everybody doing, so I think a lot of people are going to like that. So like I was saying earlier, you can select your takeover off rip since your player can do more this year. Also, there's a new takeover in the game. So I've heard this new takeover is very OP, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. So Annoying says, guaranteed you're going to take an hour or two building your player. It's too much information to take in. This is wild. So that means there's so many different combinations you can do in the My Player Builder, which is, like I said, going to lead to a lot more creativity in the community. So Lo says you can choose literally all your badges and test out any build you want, any overall before creating it. Bro, this is actually wild. So like I said, you're going to be able to use any build at any overall before you actually create it and spend the VC on it. Juice says archetypes all have new names because your players are more dynamic. So expect new archetype names. Some of them might be the same, not sure. So for you guys wondering if there are going to be a limit on badges you can get, Mario says of course. He will explain more in his video. He said just giving little details at the moment. This right here is huge for the ISO community. He says, bro, my player avoided contact with the defender after breaking his ankles. I like that a lot. Now there's a problem in 2K19 where if you broke somebody, you could still run into them and lose the ball, which is just stupid. You shouldn't be able to run into someone you've already broken and sat on the ground. So this is from an actual female at Community Day, and she says you can have female My Players in Park. I don't know why she would just tweet this if it wasn't true, so right now that is confirmed that it is in Park, and that's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really affect me. I'm probably going to make a guy anyways, but some of y'all probably think that's cool. So this is for the people that said, yo, I'm going to make a rim with sharp takeover. You cannot pick a pure rim with sharp takeover. It does not work like that according to Annoying. So here's just another tweet confirming you do not need VC for the demo Wednesday, so don't worry about that. So Hank says, dude, the My Player and badge system in 2K20 is insane. I'm literally geeking right now. So you can tell all these YouTubers are excited, and I hope it lives up to the hype. So earlier I mentioned there's a new badge, and Annoying says LMAO, new takeovers, OD cheese. So we'll have to see what that is. No one said what it is. Right here is the best look at the My Player Builder we have right now. It looks like there's 4 different categories, which is what all the news is saying too. So I would break it down farther, but I just can't see. But yeah, Wednesday we should be able to see all this, I'm pretty sure.